Judgers the Hits, May 2015.
You got it.
Talking about Secret Wars. And gosh darn it, I'm jacked. Because you know what? If I had to actually pick a favorite first, all this jazz, without the constraint of what else we're going to be talking about, the fear of being redundant, I would have picked Secret Wars for my very favorite first, no matter what. Hands down.
So what's Secret Wars about, Nick?
This is shattered.
Sorry, look at my Secret Wars files in account. What's Secret Wars about, Seth?
Yeah, that's the question I asked.
The multiverse has collapsed. The Marvel multiverse is all falling onto each other. It's been happening in the last year of Jonathan Hickman's run on Avengers/New Avengers. Everything we know about the current, the not current now, Marvel Universe is done. Every single multiverse has collapsed upon itself. Secret Wars 1. Trying to make that 4 seconds so that it would like last the entire... Anyway.
What's Secret Wars 2 about, Nick?
Secret Wars 1 is that collapse. It's Earth 1616
Yes.
and Earth
616.
616, and
Got it.
they're crashing into each other. There's one bizarro Reed Richard trying to build a life raft, and then there's other not bizarro Reed Richard that I remember as a child trying to build another life raft. These two multiverses hit each other, and none of the heroes are strong enough to fix it. Enter Secret Wars issue 2. Everything is different.
Nothing is as it seems.
Nothing is as it seems. Now your turn.
Nothing is as it seems.
Enter issue 2. It's all Game of Thrones style. Everyone has their own like province. Characters that we haven't thought about in a while. Mr. Sinister. Even Doctor Strange, like, granted, I hadn't thought of him in a while. They all have their own realm at this point, and the overarching lord of the entire planet is Victor Von Doom.
Dick.
Dr. Doom, or Lord God Doom, is what they call him.
Dick Doom.
It's laid out in this crazy map that they've given out as dinner plates to anyone that'll take it. No, for real. I have this awesome, like, dinner, like Bill Knapp's dinner mat that I could easily slop up some candied apples on. And it gives us this like weird patchwork of all the universes that used to be into one unified, weird, non-cohesive planet called Battleworld. Why is it Game of Thronesy? Oh, you know, there's one god, Doom. There's all these barons, and there's the shield. The shield covers the bottom. It's just a giant wall, and it separates the civilized, civilized-ish regions and provinces of Battleworld from things like Deadland, Perfection. Deadland is where the Marvel Zombies exist. Perfection is where Ultron has made his perfect colony of. Colby?
So is Earth left, or is it just Battleworld?
There is no Earth, there's
No
Battleworld.
Earth, it's gone.
Patchwork Earth.
Got it.
There is a realm called Manhattan.
Yeah.
Spider-Man lives there.
Yeah, Spider-Man probably wants
yeah.
to go get some tacos there, but...
What else happens in issue 2, Nick? Anything of importance?
Issue 2 never quite answers your questions, but it always spoon feeds you just enough that you understand how Battleworld works, but you're still full of questions. And that's sort of the genius of this. And I have to say, that's Jonathan Hickman's fault.
It's only genius if they're answered in the end, right?
It's true. We have to wait and see.
This is 2 issues in. I've read number 3 and it's sweet. Anyway, there's a lot of issue 1s coming out.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
side stories.
They're all side stories. So, like I said, there's this huge map. I already showed you the map. But one of the major players in the map, Greenland. Basically, the universe where Planet Hulk exists has like their own little territory. It's called Greenland. In Greenland,
Is it
aka,
cold?
no, it's not cold. Well, maybe it's cold. I don't know. I've never been there. Ask Captain America. Captain America is some sort of warrior prince
With a
who
kilt?
just.
Gladiator
Yeah, he does have a
cat.
kilt. He's got an axe, a kilt, and his dope shield, and he's just fighting all the Hulks in order to find Bucky Barnes.
I'm going to talk about the Infinity Gauntlet. It is one of the tie-ins to Secret Wars, and it happens unknown. It doesn't tell you where these events are happening, but it's a small family who lives in a destroyed city where it seems large insects roam. And the mother of these 2 young girls and their dad has left. She was part of the Nova Corps and seems to have abandoned them. In the beginning of the book, they're just scavenging for food, trying to survive, and they get attacked by these huge bugs. And the older girl kills one of them and finds an Infinity Stone
Yeah, I
inside
was
one
gonna
of the
say, it's
bugs.
gotta be stones in the movie.
She finds one of the stones, and assumingly with the next issue, we'll see her take this stone and attain some power as a Nova Corps member.
It's a random girl that found a stone.
Yep. And her mother returns at the end of the issue. It was a great issue, and I really enjoyed the family dynamic in it.
Really
So-
excited about the Nova Corps, and also I really like Thanos as this overarching, but like lurky, stay away
Yeah.
villain. Something I've never seen him doing.
Thanos watches her grab the stone
Yeah,
and is like,
He's all about them stones.
He's gonna let them collect them, and then he's gonna grab them in the end. Old Man Logan. It reads like a western. It's pretty fantastic. It's kind of modern western though, I'd say. He's stuck in some wasteland that looks like Nevada, and actually is Hammer Falls, Nevada, because some Thor's hammer has fallen in Nevada, and no one could pick it up. Therefore, Hammer Falls. What we have is Old Man Logan basically destroying these
gangs.
gang. It's like a gang playing cards, and they're all dressed in Avengers wear, like Iron Man. Lots of Daredevils.
Daredevils
Like
were the
the
underlings.
amount of Matt Murdocks we expected to see at C2E2 were playing cards at this table. Okay, so lots of Daredevils. In one scene, there's like this blown up merchandise store full of Avengers wear, and these guys have no idea who these heroes even are or were. It's that much of a wasteland, or that much time has passed, or whatever. He hasn't aged well, you know, he's not as attractive as Hugh Jackman, but he definitely still has the healing powers. He's definitely still as strong as he always has been. He's definitely still deflecting bullets with his adamantium laced skeleton.
Fight scenes were probably the best.
Fight scenes
All
are
this
awesome.
powers.
Lots of awesome action, lots of good panels, interesting
Sweet
panel
art.
play. The art is...
Stupid. It's great. I
You guys
love
have
it.
seen more Secret Wars titles, but this is really
No, it's
good
up there.
art.
It's-
No, this is by far, like, I would say Infinity Gauntlet, kind of cartoony,
Yeah,
pretty
well-
like whatever art, and then this is
Sorry,
some
Duggan.
Yeah.
next level.
This is
shit.
Andrea Sorrentino. She's Italian.
My other favorite was Inhumans, Attilan Rising, which I think also ties into A-Force.
Do tell.
Two very different comics. Inhumans, Attilan Rising. Attilan is this building that is in the realm of Manhattan, not the city, because in Battle World, it's its own realm. And God Lord Doom has chosen Medusa, one of the main Inhumans, to run it. And she is faced with some doom law.
What's Doom Law?
Doom law is whatever doom feels like. Right now it seems like you do not cross any boundaries, you don't cause trouble, I'm doom, shut your mouth, I'm the law. A-Force. It seems like all the notable female heroes of the Marvel Universe have all ended up in one place called Arcadia, including Medusa. This is where we get a little confused, but all of the female characters in the Marvel Universe have ended up in Arcadia, an island / utopia where She-Hulk rules and Doom Law still rules, though. Some mistake has happened by one of the A-Force, Lady America Chavez, Miss America, tries to cut corners, and something happens after that, and it's because of Doom Law. And I see these paralleled in that, well, obviously there's women rulers, but it's more about the politics of the overarching Doom Law than anything having to do with Manhattan, the realm, or Arcadia, the realm. There's nothing they can do. And I think that's going to be a really big thing coming with Secret Wars, since Doom Law is
tyrannical.
It's tyrannical,
Who enforces
and
Doom
it's
Law?
the final word. Who
Doom
enforces
and
Doom
the
Law?
leaders
The
of the
Thors! That's what's really cool.
Without question.
Without question.
Well, there are questions being raised in both of these books. There are
How would Thor...
resistance groups forming.
Okay. Thank you.
So, the hierarchy goes. Doom. There's Sheriff Strange now. Sue Storm seems to be in
Benedict Cumberbatch.
with Godlord Doom. And his policemen are the Thor Corps. It's super interesting. It's really Game of Thronesy. The Shield is the dudes on the wall.
White Wall.
The White Wall. One of the punishments in one of these books is to go work on the wall for the rest of your life. No questions asked. You won't be sentenced to death. And they're happy with it.
Let's work on the wall, man. Kill anyone that tries to come on.
Hard to say so far. I think you're given what the authors are told they're allowed to tell right now. And I think, issue 3 of Secret Wars shed some light on some big questions and annoyances I had with the first 2 issues.
So right now we don't...
I'm going to say I'm real happy with it so far. It's going great.
I think as the side stories, there are ones that can stand alone and ones that tie into the main story. And for the most part, the ones that stand alone are good stories.
Mhm.
So they deserve to be written. The ones that tie in, you're still waiting on certain things to play out in both the main story and
So you're happy in your bewilderment.
Yeah. Old Man Logan, for example. I just read another story in Battle World where Wolverine murders a couple people.
Old Man Logan or...
Wolverine.
other Wolverine.
Just normal Wolverine. And again, it's issue 3, but there's some some continuity talk. Are you the person I remember from my world, or just someone that looks like him? Because I've been running into a lot of that. It's starting to talk about that. It's starting to make sense of it all, and people seem to think that this isn't going to last.
So it's a secret...
But gosh darn it, I kind of hope it does.
Thanks for watching part 3 of the Cover Judges Hits. We'll be here next month for a new section. If you haven't watched part 1 or 2, they're much better than this one, so check it out.